Yeah, for sure. And Aster Aries for some, as we see Shiro get out, you know, is certainly up there in terms of predictions. For me, at least, I had Aster Aries 4th. And it's kind of tough. You know, you lose that first matchup, you come into this one, and now, you know, maybe you drop to Psglgd. For the most part, you know, I am looking at the graphs of predictions, and everybody kind of has LGD shifting around that 3-4 and Aster Aries around that mark as well. So, like, you know, this should be a relatively close matchup, and one for both teams to really kind of find their footing and find their place in the region, as White Album running away and taking some damage from Viper there. This Tusk scares me, right? Like, we've seen it time and time again. Seems to do really well in lane. Like,
yeah, he's a strong laner. Like, it feels like this hero doesn't have many bad matchups. He does manage to get the farm, one of the better heroes to rotate with. You do have like ways to instantly kill the creep wave almost instantly. On level 15, you kill it instantly. You get those levels faster. And also BKB piercing ability, Roche taking with the tag team. You build into Deso. You have a built-in save as well with the snowball. This hero pretty much has everything.
It's just a question of whether or not you get through that mid game, right? Like, he feels very fragile. You die twice or, you know, 2-3 times, all of a sudden it feels like your game is over, right? Like, you're just kind of there to be the save and hope to get something done. And, you know, that's not exactly what you want from your mid, right? You don't
it
want,
seems like you're referring to Dust's game of Tusk, because he had a couple of bad deaths, and then the hero does fall off. Looking at the CS on the mid lane, White Album doing some good harassment, sitting at only 2 CS. Nothing to say, going really ham on these first couple of levels and a couple of creep waves.
Yeah, like you said, he's hungry, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Nothing to Say kind of get a vast hero pool of picks for him.
6.
Okay. 30 health, 30 health.
Again, raindrop, very
Shiro.
clutch.
Very fire to stay alive. And Y is on the run. OP with some blocks, and it looks like they'll get this kill on the silencer, so that goes well for the side of it.
On CK, and he's about to crack level 5, has that built-in lifesteal from the Chaos Strike, and the first rotation from Nothing to Say with the Haste Rune.
Here they go, Aether Remnant. Locking up Ulu, they've got the toss, the TP's coming in, but how quick is it going to be? OP looking for the fissure, he lands it, but Ulu's still locked up and killed off eventually. As Nothing to Say grabs the last hit.
OP's
so he'll get the
die
kill,
well.
and OP now in a bit of a struggle spot as the right clicks come in from both Xiang as well as Nothing to Say, and it's Xiang who gets that kill. So 2 kills in that lane, and you know, Y comes over to get some solo experience here mid, and that's going to push him to a quicker level 6, have that global silence ready to go. And Avalanche comes out. RedPanda now with a dive away. Nothing to Say has one more step if he wants to risk going under the tower, but Ulu is also here. Aether Remnant maybe saving the life of Xiang as he had a 2-second stun on him from Ulu. The burn is on, and Ulu needs one more right click.
On Earthshaker, he's gonna have a rough time. I was watching the top lane and the mid lane simultaneously, so Exorcism used on Shiro, some good juking coming out from him. They do manage to get a kill from it, and yeah, with this Ring of Health, he's gonna turn that into Battle Fury. We'll try to find some neutral items in the jungle for himself. Rotation coming out from Tiny, Planet Deadman. Oh, is that a solo?
It looks maybe like it could have been. But let's take a look. Yeah. Solo.
Level 6 Silencer, you said. He was collecting XP on a mid lane.
That's a quick 6.
Level 6.5, 9 minutes into the game.
Whew. Look at him. He's ahead of his own Viper. That is collecting the EXP. Grinding. Snowball all the way over to Nothing to Say. They've got 3 heroes here to try and get the kill here on Nothing to Say, but they've got the Avalanche.
Terrain core, depending how your game's gonna go. Like, even Silencer has arcane boots. The boots are so cheap.
So now they're working top. Xiang in a little bit of trouble with the global silence, and it's here with that experience that he took over mid. Crypt Swarm. Ooh, Xiang just surviving. They go to the Supernova, and now do they have the right clicks to get this? Not looking likely. It's going to explode. The snowball comes across both Planet as well as Y, and it looks like they should clean up not 1 but 2 on that one. They already took out Xiang. It's White Album to grab them both. as they throw the avalanche out. The sun ray right on top of Planet. He's going to burn away, but
Here
eventually
comes Ursa.
Shiro and NothingToSay are here together and in tandem trying to get these kills on the side of Aster Aries. They look over at RedPanda. This is going to be a fourth dying for them as Shiro gets a double kill. Ooh, the only one able to survive for the side of Aster Aries as he walks away from the hands of Shiro and NothingToSay.
These are not good trades for Aster Aries. Losing 4 heroes, trading it for supports. All the cores inside of Psglgd are alive. Did they kill Viper? Maybe
Yeah,
they did.
yeah.
They did.
Just
All
on the
right.
edge.
All right. They did.
Go back to it when there's a Storm Spirit in the game, so
Radiant's bottom tower has
hopefully
fallen.
one of these days we'll get Storm again. And you can see Shiro here, farm is up there, 7,200 net worth. Has that Battle Fury, of course, that we were just talking about. They've been really shutting down Xiang. He has a little bit of the struggle bus at the moment, which I don't think is particularly on him as a player at the moment. We used to see this from LGD when Faithion kind of had his lane sacrificed as well. But it has opened up time and space for both the mid and the safe laner of LGD, and they do have a 3K lead. So things at the moment for LGD are looking good, but what do Aster Aries need to do to get back into this one?
Right now, they're gonna smoke. I like that the White Album is being very active. He lost the mid lane, but he's keeping up
Why?
almost
Snowball
with
shards.
nothing to say.
And there's an easy kill.
And again, yeah.
Radiant's bottom
Keep
tower
doing that,
is
what
under
they're
attack.
doing, until CK is gonna be fight ready. CK's
Bottom, he's going into the Kaya. Finish off the E-Blade eventually. They are nearby. Snowball on a Planet. He's trying to take out that Obs. Fissure hits. Global Silence is used. That means RedPanda. No Supernova for him. Shiro gets an easy kill onto RedPanda and maybe looks for more as the rest of the team is actually just backing away.
Yeah, one of the games where position 5 Phoenix definitely not gonna pop off. We're not gonna see Shivas or anything. He's under-leveled, level 8, 16 minutes into the game, playing against Silencer and Ursa might be a difficult task. Like, even NothingToSay's Void Spirit, who can easily force a bad egg, and then Ursa hits it. They can easily disengage if they don't want to take this fight.
Avalanche, they were waiting for RedPanda. Oh, dear. Y's gonna get the kill. The snowball comes in from White Album, and now they're gonna look for the silence. The Echo Slam placed down on a NothingToSay. Ooh, gets credit for the kill, and now they'll look over at Y. The chase is on from Aster Aries, looking for this silencer, but the avalanche from Planet, maybe a save, not enough. White Album getting a second for the side of Aster Aries as Planet now needs to get away. And he's got a TP, but
Not
he's
gonna
fine.
do it. He wants to be able to farm his Blink on the next wave. That Prophet using Exorcism. There's going to be a glyph from Psglgd, but not a bad fight. I talked about Shaker's items, that he's probably going to skip his mana boots, and he did. He decided to go for the shard instead, which
Planet.
I think is a good choice.
he showed up here with the TP and then tried to Tumbler's toy away. Ends up getting hit by the fissure, the Reality Rift, and another stun from Ulu, so he'll be pushed further from that blink. So smoke here from Psglgd. Ooh, maybe even thinking about Roche. But they'll find RedPanda instead. Astral Step, Aether Remnant, and 2 shots from Shiro.
It's a Roche DD on your Ursa. Ursa is level 15 compared to CK's level 13. And this is going to be, I'm going to say a freebie. Let's see if they decide to maybe contest it with the Fissure. But still, 15 Fury Swipe stacks on Roshan. Global Silence available, so definitely a difficult task for Aster Aries.
Not going to be available if he dies, though, with the Fissure, Reality Rift, and the kill. He got the global off just in the nick of time. And now they're going to look over as the jump was in, the jump was out. White Album goes in with a snowball. The Avalanche is going to stop him in his tracks. White Album now continuing forward, looking over at NothingToSay. He'll land the shards, but they dissimulate over to the shards. And a 4 staff away.
Not too bad in the end for Aster Aries.
No,
They
not
got
terrible.
BKB out of Ursa because he was standing on top of the Fissure, so did not want to get stunned. Maybe somebody bought on position 5. Like, this is, if he had a bit of a better game, this could have been easily 15-minute mech. I saw some games where position 5s can get a 10-12-minute mech. NothingToSay does have another Astral Step.
The shards are there, but he's invis. Dissimulate. Another step. Actually, turning this on OP for a second. Fissure lands, snowballs in. And now he doesn't have a step. He doesn't have Dissimulate. So they'll Echo Slam. They'll get the kill. Nothing to say. Getting a little bit greedy with how he was trying to get out of that one.
He was trying to toy with them, but underestimated damage coming out from White Album. This is the first Deso reveal. Extra 2 damage on Deso. And another smoke. They're not afraid to fight when there's no Void Spirit holding the high ground. Psglgd.
Avalanche toss, fissures in, global silence used, and Planet trying to get the kill here on a White Album. It'll be a last shot right click from Shiro. Now fighting Ul, who pops the BKB to run. It's on the side near the tier 1 tower. Exorcism. Okay, Y's just gonna TP out. Fissure lands on a Planet. Planet's there with Shiro as well as Xiang. Shang-Chi throws a silence onto Planet, but that's not really going to lead to anything. Exorcism used.
And a bit of a save with the Force Staff.
Yeah, he's middle of the pack. He's right there with the Death Prophet, but it did feel like his game stagnated a lot with a couple of deaths that he had over bottom. So we'll see if he can kind of regain that. The map's not really for him, though, right?
It's most... Ursa takes a lot of map with his Battle Fury, so there's not much space for him to farm. Same goes for Void Spirit, one-shotting the creep waves with the Astral Step and Pulse. Going into that E-Blade that you mentioned, getting very close to it. Needs another 400, 500 gold.
Should have it soon. He's got the gold just about, and there it is. So gets that gold, ready to go, and should have that E-Blade. We'll see how that helps him out. You know, picking up that level 15 outer Dissimulate ring.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So you saw it as he Dissimulated the last time for that creep wave. You see it go a little bit further. There it is in action again. Thank you. Nothing to say. Appreciate you being a good example there. Shiro's here with Planet to push in this bottom lane. They've actually got 4 heroes with Zhihao as well as Y, and they're going to bring in Uwu. OP moving forward, looking for the fissure. Uwu's there too. And they've got Planet over to the side with the BKB being popped. They go to the global silence, so now they're in a little bit of trouble. Planet, he's waiting for his moment to potentially go after the BKB. All 5 heroes are here for Aster Aries, and it will just stop.
Global was used, but Planet, he got found. Blink. He's out. They were still thinking about getting in because CK used it.
Pretty disgusting, truthfully. If it all times right, you know, a minute and a half to potentially get Roche, and is that enough time to farm up?
They just got Viper's BKB, so they're going to be ready to fight again. Smoked from Psglgd. They're going to do a wraparound.
All the way up? No. OP's over to the side. Planet looking for his blink in. Might actually just find himself Shang-Chi, and they go in. They'll look over at OP. They've got the right-click damage with the BKB being popped. They go to the Exorcism. There's the Arcane Curse out of the Death Prophet, who pops their own BKB. Viper Strike thrown out as well. They've got the Supernova in a decent spot. They'll look over at Y, and immediately taken out. I thought it was going to look decent, but then gets cleaned up quickly. So, Shang-Chi goes down. They've got RedPanda. They look over at White Album, toss him up into the air. They'll look over at Ulu. It's going to be 4, make it a 5th. It's a full team wipe here for Psglgd. And it all comes up clean for them. They lose Y, but it's position 5, and as I've been told before,
unless you don't build a Battle Fury, then you are running out of mana. So I've seen, if you're like having a bad game going into Diffusal, then you pick up the Mana Regen talent. Or if there's Mana Boots on your team, you can go for the other one. But other than that, it's pretty standard. So as you said, pretty big power spike for Shiro, having that Aghanim Scepter and Shard. Plus a Global Silence, plus a Force Staff, toss back from Tiny, another Force Staff on him. So I don't think this Ursa, like this is a game where Ursa ends this game with 0 deaths.
Definitely feels that way, and yeah, there's the Ags showing up. He's actually going right into the Ags Blessing. He wants to keep that slot open, put the Basher back in. Guess he doesn't plan on losing that Aegis ever.
Gonna hold that forever.
This is mine.
I think it's a correct choice. Because he still wants to be able to use his BKB, have that in inventory, and also have a Basher. Maybe if you're holding, like if you needed a slot, get a Basher, get the BKB in the backpack, but he's going to unlock a new slot, so it's all good for him.
So the vision's there. They can spot OP coming. Avalanche comes out with the BKB. Ooh, God, with the Battle Fury. The damage coming out on the RedPanda, and OP goes down. The Walrus Punch is going to be out on a Shiro. That buys him time, but is it going to be enough time? Shiro turns this around. He's got that Ags. He goes for the Enrage. The Yule's up into the air. They look for the Aether Remnant, but it's not going to land. The Supernova's on the back lines with the BKB being popped here by the Death Prophet. They back off, and it looks like LGD, they might just re-engage after this. They've got the vision down. It's going to be taken out in just a second by White Album, but Shiro, he goes in. He looks for
the
and
cleave.
he cleans him up with the cleave coming through on RedPanda, as well as this Death Prophet. Echo Slam comes down, but it's only just the Aegis. They kill off OP. They look over at White Album. The only one alive is RedPanda, and LGD clean it up to a GG call from Aster Aries.
What a
LGD,
clean performance from PSG LGD, and what a performance from Shiro. Nothing to say. Kind of carried the game for the first 10-15 minutes, and then
Stacks being made in the higher side of the jungle is a good amount of stacks made by White. Will eventually be cleaned up away.
That should help.
Aster Aries wanting Arrow. Will potentially OP in the jungle to get some vision on that, right?
as we've seen, they have Legend Hunter. Oh, Tusk, rotation.
Yeah. Appreciate some people here for the Brewmaster. Beautiful telekinesis saving him. Closer to the Brewmaster.
Brewmaster, the second round. He's on.
Got the shard, have the Walrus Punch. Ooh, get it. Oh, Dark Pack not gonna be enough to say with the kill here on Ulu. Kill me to kill bottom. Sudden enough to say he's made some big impact.
The playmaker for TK in this one. They need to deal with this Alchemist. Alchemist has been re-farming. Oh, I see that. Wants to steal some of the farm from out.
They need to bring everybody over here. That's exactly what they're going to do. And now that they stack the those shards out, and now they're going to look over as Wyatt's approaching the snowball. It's a little bit of a save. Go to grab it. It lands on nothing to say. They've got the Sun Ray on another to say with a Walrus Punch coming in and the Shiro. Why down the save was there for another save as well as the Y, so they get filled. First it was the snowball save, then it was the Sun Ray save. They're looking like goalies out there.
Now Shiro even decided to join at the 4 points in Acid Spray, reducing their armor by 7, dealing damage. They could not take this fight, and now Shiro can farm this beast. They're not going to go for this again. Night Hunter, no Ravage, and they learned their lesson.
Definitely learned their lesson. Meanwhile, he's slung by Black. Not bad to have on.
It's a good spell. Yeah, it's a
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But it's still a good spell. There's some really nice spells to steal this game. Mostly Avalanche, start from left track.
Dire's
Ravage.
bottom tower is
You
under
can
attack.
steal more skills. Ravage is going to be a bit difficult to steal, but the other ones are relatively easy, especially with Snap Burrow.
Right now, Shiro back in golems. That's always nice for it up. 11 gold. Fire Snap Cookie. And he does have Supernova, but never a chance to get it off. Xanthans and Heroes. This hit comes in with blocks Shang T as more pieces get used. And they're going to have skewing that immediately. Like you said, it's very easy to steal. Kiss going and green glock right on the White Album.
Not a solo kill.
It's a solo kill on a White
Here anyway, but they're going for a Blink Dagger. It's been a while since I saw Boom. Blink Dagger as a first item. I guess what he wants to do is get a good split and could
Radiant's
Hunter with
bottom
Cyclone,
tower
so
is
they
under
know
attack.
there's not going to be Ravage. He can easily blink to the back line, control Snapfire, stopping the Mortimer's Kisses.
Awesome scatter blast, but not enough to get
Radiant's
Yihu involved.
bottom tower
I'm gonna say comes over almost the perfect shards, but it's only kind of horseshoes and hand grenades. They go to the final split, they put the Cyclone onto the tide. Just as you were talking about it, they get the RedPanda, they'll bring him back down to earth. Walrus Punch, the control is there. And Shang T tap the mana for the Ravage. Now finally gets it back with the Arcane Boots. As the Primal Spooks are about to run out, Ulu look for the pass
Radiant's
to link
bottom
away
tower
from
is under attack.
Yihu. Toss this Phoenix up into the air. Phoenix does have Supernova. If they continue to chase, they've got White Album coming over. Cards hits all 3 heroes. There's the back. The right clicks in. Yihu getting low, but able to retreat enough. Is Planet now coming into the water. Comes up, he needs something onto the Tide Hunter. There's the Rabbit. Supernova is down. And now can they get the egg out? Yes, they can. They can get the one that was over right out, but there's nothing to see. Comes over. The Stolen Rabbit comes in. Planet. They get the kill onto Xiang. They'll take out White Album and OP, and this turns around on Esther. Opponents left on that edge. Stuff goes to the Desolator. We will attempt. Not gonna land it there. Wait. I don't want somebody to move up a little bit so they can get the telekinesis out. They have damage in just a second. So having this Slark is truly a possibility.
RedPanda. Let's cut him out. Shiro.
Smoke.
Yeah, being very aggressive. He's alone. The rest of the team is smoking away from Shiro.
Quarter out. They'll eventually meet up with Shiro. They are still smoked up.
Again, maximizing the farm, dragging the creep wave into triangle, then farming it with Radiance. I guess the play was fake it that they're behind him, because otherwise he would not make a move like that. And the rest of the team smokes to the top, and maybe they find someone else.
From forward as Xiang blocked by the shards. Gonna get past him, so Shiro's in trouble. Ravage comes in and Shiro's just dead. This is all because he's stuck himself. They'll go for the primal split. They don't have an Alchemist to fight on this one. This is a dangerous proposition here for LGD. They've got the Cyclone out on Sapphire, but they need to get away from this. They look over as the Brewmaster is in some trouble. Just the last Panda, great shards, but still a pound towards going. He's got the blink. Lose Shiro, that was a bit of an oversight.
First, Brewmaster blinks the triangle. They do have vision. Look at the Psglgd's vision. Have 3 wards near the enemy triangle, but didn't get them.
The time he looking over at the Tide Hunter. Sun is charged up, Sun is thrown out, Walrus Punch is there, and Chelsea will die, as Nothing to Say is now dominating.
Understand that Ravage is still on cooldown and playing very aggressive.
Radiant's
Also,
top
Tide
tower
Hunter,
is
he's
under
tanky,
attack.
but he's not active. Especially when you play against Tusk, they don't have like a real counter to Slark, where it's like Bloodseeker, Chronosphere, Lashrak that he needs to play on different side of the map or something, but it's a difficult task as well.
Walrus Punch OP already dead, and Walrus getting White Album. He's burning out, burning it to his death, and that is a big issue for the side of Aster Aries. Another kill for LG.
Radiant structures
And
are
it's here too.
fortified.
Slark can't
Radiant's
really
middle tower
just
is
stay
under
and
attack.
let them just be out.
Dire's
He
bottom
just
tower has fallen.
evasion, burn damage, and he does have
Spotted
Radiant's
dead.
middle tower has
Stay
fallen.
with a double damage, and the Desolator just flew him up.
some big punches.
Oh my.
Radiant's top tower is
A
under
lot
attack.
of damage coming out real quick. Straight 1,000 off the Walrus. You look there for Nothing to Say. Like he said, he was hungry. First game. He really hasn't stopped feasting, has he?
I wanted to eat some fish. AC done on Alchemist. So it's gonna be easier way to siege the towers.
This is a time when it's down to the low ground. Not too confident in that. Another across the hill. Stun. In fact, Yuhu's in trouble. Counts, but it's a little bit further away from that stun. We've got the avalanche at the top that lands on a wall over there, but the stun comes out from Planet. Now they're looking for his shield's getting a little bit low. Yihu is there and trying to help out, goes into the primal split. There's the blink as well as the stun. White Album in trouble. Another stun that lands from Planet, but they get the Aegis out of the hands of Shiro. It comes on the back arms. After Aries, and they've got the Ravage, they've got the trying to be able to get the kill once again, but the BKB comes from Shiro now on run. And trying to help out the Stolen Ravage.
Rage ready for 2-3 seconds. If he had it, that would have been, I think, a different fight. But nicely timed Ravage from Tide Hunter. Forgetting to use Anchor Smash after. And one more time, Planet stealing Ravage, turning the fight around.
He has done this twice already. See it here. damage, and then one immediately. He hits it on 3 heroes. This goes away from Shiro and finds it, but meanwhile, ooh, on the live screen, another kill here on Block. He's starting to bolster. He's starting to fortify those stats. There.
He's playing aggressively. Does have at the Trout as well, so he can have some extra region. It's like another life on a Slark, and you can also save teammates.
Toss. And here comes the primal split. The rest of the team will follow this up from LGD. They've got a Cyclone out of the Slark. They're going to need to be careful. No, they're going to leave him by himself. They'll go for the forward punch on the White Album. They can kill him on the track. Kinesis, trying to get away. All around the bend, but he can't get away. Ooh, looks strong on him. Now he's stuck with himself. The vision down, they do spot Ubu. They've got the walrus punch as well as the snowball. The controller is there. It's not gonna matter. They've got the right clicks to get the kill. Oh, take out.
Surrounded them. And, now with the full stat queued up on LGD, it's gonna be a different story for Slark. He's not gonna be able to reach, connect onto a target, leash it, and then deal damage. It's gonna be a double save, a snowball save, potentially all of it.
They're chasing, and they've got Cyclone. It's LP. The Pounce is coming through. They finally get the Pounce lead on the Brewmaster. Thank you. Punch. Gush it. Can't pick up from 17. And Splitter. And they're looking for Shiro. Red Panda, they'll take out OP. The only one alive is OP. He's the one to call GG. So LGD, they take it 2-0 over Aries.
And the Alchemist, I said, you know, around 8 to 12